Hey boys and girls, in the video on how to make staff paper, this is the one that I did on the computer, but if you don't have a computer or a printer to print it out, you can just use a pencil or a pen and a ruler or something that has a straight edge, and you can just draw the lines in by hand. So what you see here, you don't have to do on a computer. I put the title in, Ode to Joy, and it's in the key of G major. So the very first thing that you do once you complete this part is you have to put a sharp symbol, which looks like a hashtag or a tic-tac-toe sign, and that is placed on the top line, which is line number 5. Make sure the line number 5 is running right through the middle of that sharp symbol, and placed on that line means it's F sharp. Okay? And then the next thing you do is put the time signature, and I'm going to write 4/4. That's the time signature. It's not pronounced 4/4 like a fraction or 4/4. It's just 4/4. And that means the top number, 4 beats in every measure, not notes, but beats. And the bottom number 4 means that it's the quarter note that gets 1 beat. Now, if you're confused about that, don't worry, because we're going to have more lessons to help you understand. The top line is line number 5. The bottom line is line number 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In between the lines are spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. The time signature, as you notice, does not get written in at the beginning of each line. Only the key signature. Now we're ready to do our first line. So, Ode to Joy begins with the note B. When you make a quarter note, make sure the line is running right through the middle of this part of the note. And then the stem, as it's called, for the note B, is going to come down off the left side. And that's what your first quarter note looks like. B, B, C, D, D, C, B, A, G, G, A, B, B, A, A, B, A, A. So that's a different type of notation. That doesn't sound like quarter notes, does it? Ta, 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 ti, ta. A rest. Now, when you have a rest in music, that's a time when you can take a breath to prepare to play the next line. Okay, next line It's almost the same as the first line, except for measure number 4 here will be different. Oh, boys and girls, here in measure 4, this is supposed to be an 8th note by itself, not a quarter note. So I added a little mini flag. It's called the flag. And then it's ta, ti, ta, rest. Remember in the video I said T is the upbeat, right? So you're playing this on the upbeat. 1, 2, and 3, rest. Let's make this a half note. This G will be a half note. All right? How many beats are in this measure? 4. How about this one? 4. How about all of these measures? 4 beats. This is pretty obvious that there's 4 beats because you're saying, yeah, well, there's 4 notes in that measure, Mr. Collette. So yeah, it's 4 beats. But the beat is not the note. The beat is that steady pulse. Line 2 and line 4 is 2 things: exact rhythmic imitation and exact tonal imitation. And basically what that means is these 2 lines are absolutely identical. They're both the same. I know this is a dotted quarter note, which makes it a little bit longer. So here is, now I've created Ode to Joy, so it's 4 lines of music. And so how many measures is that altogether? Well, I see 4 here, 4 here, 4 here, and 4 here. And very simply, boys and girls, it's 4 times 4, right? I am not giving you the answer for that. You know that. All right, if I want to go back and play it again, I can put a repeat sign at the end of the music, which is a dot here and a dot there. And that means, that's a repeat sign, it means go back and play again. In this instance, it means you're going to go all the way back to the beginning and play it again. All right? And that's it. That's how you notate. It's called Notate Ode to Joy.